Oh, there's no skin at the beginning. What's up with that? Well, if you look at the length of this video, this one's a bit of a doozy. I want to give you a sincere congratulations for picking up the final boss of skin installations. And without further ado, let's get right into it. We've split up the parts list into 3 separate pages. One for the parts on the top, one for the parts on the bottom and sides, and the last one is for the legs. We're starting with the top first. The most obvious piece to place down is the one with the logo cut out right in the center. You'll notice a common theme with the skin. Most of the pieces are lined up in relation to where they go on the device. The large body piece goes around the rectangle we first placed down, the rings go around the headlights, etc., etc. The easiest way to apply the skin is to start with the obvious parts first. If you ever have a piece that you aren't sure about, wait until you have a little bit more skin covered and see if there's an exposed area that matches the shape in question. The bottom and sides are a little bit tricky to line up, but a very consistent trick is all the ovals you see are screw holes. Line those up first, and as long as you have one of those and an edge in place, the rest of the decal should line up no problem. Be very careful when removing any of these decals from the backing sheet. Some of the thinner shapes with jagged edges can tear if you just yank from one end, so lift slowly and try pulling up from multiple angles to ensure that you don't stretch anything. Side note, I didn't do a good job showing where I'm installing these smaller pieces, so here's an arrow pointing to where they are in the finished model. You have 2 pieces on each side, and then one last small part on the back cover that I will be showing on camera. The legs, well, let's be honest, they barely look like legs at all, but that's because they completely wrap around the circumference. The front legs are easier ones to line up. Look for the little rectangle cutout, and that will fit around the little indent closer to the foot of the drone. Once that's in place, slowly work your way around the leg until the whole thing is completely covered. The back legs have the same indent, but it is harder to spot on the skin because it forms a U shape on the outside of the decal instead of being a rectangular hole closer to the center. The last pieces to put on are the spare foot parts. Put the largest pieces down first, and then the smaller pieces wrap around those to complete your product. With everything finished, I think we're almost ready for a montage.